Next issue we are going to look at is thread cancellation. So thread cancellation involves terminating a thread before it has completed execution. So for some reason, when a thread is running or when it has not yet completed its task, if you want to cancel it, this is called thread cancellation. The thread to be cancelled is called the target thread. So there are two ways in which cancellation can occur: asynchronous cancellation or deferred cancellation. So asynchronous cancellation means when you give the command to cancel the thread, it has to be cancelled immediately at that instant. In deferred cancellation, you have something like a flag variable. So the thread will keep executing. This flag variable will go at regular intervals and check whether you have given a command to cancel. If it sees that you have given a command, it will ask the thread to cancel or terminate. So what happens here is there is this delay. The flag variable will come, it will check once whether you want the thread cancelled. At that time, let's say you have not given the command for cancellation yet, the flag variable will go back. It will stay dormant for a while and then it will come back again and check after a few clock cycles. So in that interim period, if you give the command that the thread needs to be cancelled, it is not going to be cancelled immediately. It is only after a few clock cycles, when the flag variable checks again, that is when it will notice that this command has been given, and that is when the thread is going to be cancelled. Now we know computers work in nanoseconds, microseconds, so for us it is not going to be a big deal. You will feel the cancellation is almost instantaneous, but inside the computer, if it is deferred cancellation, there is a delay of a few clock cycles usually. So that is generally smoother to execute because at regular intervals you are checking whether the user wants this process cancelled, and there is that time period, there is that interim gap of a few clock cycles. So it becomes easy to cancel, to free up the resources, to hand everything over back to the CPU, to erase the process control block and all of that. So all that context switching happens smoothly because you have a regular time gap of those few clock cycles. With asynchronous cancellation, the problem is when you give the command to cancel the thread, that very instant the thread needs to be cancelled. So there is a possibility that sometimes the thread gets cancelled, that is the execution stops, but the freeing up of resources, handing them over to the CPU, that does not happen smoothly because it is a very instantaneous thing. In the hurry or in the rush, it is possible that the resources are not freed up, the context switch does not happen, the process control block is not updated, something might go wrong, there is a possibility. So this is an issue we have to keep in mind and deal with when we have asynchronous cancellation. Again, we are not looking at the solutions to this issue, although there are solutions. This is just something that exists and we need to be aware of.